I'm Madison Bush. I'm in 12th grade at Carrollton High School, and this is my Laws of Life essay. From soft-spoken to storytelling, a Laws of Life essay. Acting as a grand pillar within my life, Maya Angelou proclaimed, "There's no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you." I wasn't always a storyteller, or one to obsess over and find comfort in books. I was a timid girl who didn't raise my hand or add to conversations. Surrounded by people, I felt as though I was the only person suffocating in an empty room. I didn't have the assets to form relationships. It was easy to feel like nothing when there was nothing to speak or react to. Then I was introduced to a world where I could find peace in reading and people to share experiences with, the bibliophile world. In middle school, my mother forced me to read The Giver, introducing me to a fascinating literary world. As I fell into the reading realm, I was consumed with the need to hunt for more books that would help mold me. Upon finding Galaga Girls, I was immediately hooked. I wished for someone to share all these wonderful worlds and layered lives with. Unfortunately, I was still a forgotten book tucked away on a dusty shelf, trapped within the chapters of my thoughts. I feared rejection, knowing the safest route was locking the stories away. However, one day, I saw another reader, and taking a risk in an effort to finally make a novel connection and have someone to fangirl with, I climbed out of my lonely life's library, holding me back, and approached her. We read similar books, and talked about our favorite sets. Smudged pages of labyrinthine thoughts, formerly trapped in the dark, enjoyed basking in the light. We continuously crafted our friendship, but plot twist, she moved later that year. Eventually, I met another reader, and gaining confidence, got her to read the series by which I was currently obsessed. As our newfound circle grew, I flourished. Buried, uncertain words were now able to thrive and have purpose. People listened and could tangibly read my newly published self. I was open with family, friends, and teachers as I allowed others to venture past my cover to be consumed by my contents and hope to be like the brilliantly deep characters I loved reading about, finding others along the way who had the same adoration and reverence for books and their messages that I did, making it easier to be the very character of my story I wanted to be. Our shared passions interwove in a way that strengthened our inner themes and symbols, foreshadowing our success in the riveting stories of adventure, drama, and bildungsroman to come. Reading the pages of a book lets me escape from reality and the chaos of my rushing mind. I become one with the bibliophile world. The novels I devour are helping me speak up. I'll never forget the 10-hour road trip in which I talked only about a series, telling my parents about empowering characters, enchanting settings, and shocking plot twists. They begged me to tell more as they formed their own relationships with my beloved stories. By the end of the trip, they felt as though they had the chapters in their hands and were reading it themselves. It's as simple as turning the page of a book for me to tell stories nowadays. I talk to my father about his childhood bookstores. I tell my mother and sister about the excitement I feel for new series installments, counting the days until the next time they get to read the book via my storytelling. The friend who started everything still reaches out, sending book quotes, and I send quotes back. Reading opened the gates within, flooding me with the courage to tell my stories. Pieces of writing motivated me to escape my dusty shelf, as I realized that, although being out there is intimidating and takes time to become comfortable, being vocal gives my ideas a chance to change the world. I once believed I was a damaged book no one wanted to read into. But then I discovered it's the damaged books that have been cherished and shared the most. Literature made me face my fears, going from soft-spoken to storytelling about books, myself, and the world around.